Hey guys, welcome back to another review of the product. This time we're doing the heat press 5-in-1 on Amazon, around 250 bucks, 250 bucks. Keep in mind that there's heating presses go for a lot more, and it's more for a beginner setting up and trying to see how everything works out. So here in this package, it comes with a heating press where you could do your shirts, all kind of fabrics and whatnot. Then you have your mug press where it heats up and you can put it on mugs. You have also your setup for different type of plates, different diameters, two different sizes. And then we also have the setup to do hats. And all of these attached to the control box was set up to the heating press, and it's detachable. That's where everything controls the heat. This is fully rotational through 60 degrees, and it also has a sliding for easier handling, as you can see, 360 degrees, and the sliding a couple, maybe 6-7 inches of movement. So I'm just going to give an example of how heating press functions. First off, let me turn on the control box on the left side. There's a button. Let it heat up for a certain amount of time. Depending on what fabric you're using and what type of stickers you're placing, and there will be a different amount of time and a different type of heat that has to be pressed. This manual that comes in with the machine gives you some information on that. Here, let's talk about the controls a little bit. About on the control box, you're able to control the heat, the time, and also different modes for how many of the items you're doing. Say you're doing a mass production or something like that, keeping track of it, it does for you. And once the time's out, there's a timer that goes off. And then they have this useful temperature and time setting box table where it allows you to see what you're doing. For example, a plate, a cap, clothing, line fabric. In other examples, it tells you the temperature or range in which it should be set and the usual time of what it takes for it to be on the shirt to stick correctly. There's also useful notes on it. For example, the type of paper and the reverse, how to apply it, and if you put too much pressure for too long, you'll burn, and you look for different things like that. But right now, we're focusing on the machine, the review. So let's set up the temperature. And for this one, it's a cotton candy, so we do 160 to 180 Celsius. And for Fahrenheit, it's 320 or 360. And to do that setting up, you just go here. There's 4 buttons. Start, reset, set, and mode. To set it, you of course go to the set button. You first set the temperature, like I said, for a cotton clothing. You go to 360 Fahrenheit. Set 360. Go a little higher, just cause. And then when I set the time, as you go ahead and useful tablet here, table, it tells you 30 seconds. And let's leave it at 32. So the function of this is the pressing mechanism. You just press down, lock it inside, do it for that time. Right now, it's setting up the shirt, rotate it out the way, slide the table, put the shirt, make sure it's nice and flat, slide it back into position. It is recommended to first set it down for a couple seconds just to soften the material and get a better stick. That's done. Place the sticker reverse side upside down, upside up, reverse side. on the position you want to put it. Make sure it's nice and flat, no wrinkles. It will disturb the image if there is any. Rotate it back. Make sure everything's in position. Press the pressure down. Start the timer. And let the machine do itself. Like I said, we have different mechanisms or different accessories. So you can do the mug here, same idea. You press it down, you connect it to a control box with the wire, just screw it on. And all that information is also on the manual. You have the hat attachment and you have the plate attachment. Very useful for anything you want to do. So far we've used this one time and everything came out well. I mean, the quality depends on the paper you're using and other things like that, so keep that in mind. Lift it, rotate it, let it cool down because you don't want to get burned. Once you cool down for a couple seconds, you go ahead and lift that paper out the way. Gently remove it. And there you go. You're done with this shirt. You could, if you're doing more than one, you can go ahead and continue with the next one. But this one is done. Nice and simple process. Ignore the stains on the shirt. It's an old shirt, just for example purposes. No complaints on it. The price on this is great. There's no errors. I mean, simple to use. Like I said, it's for beginners. I'm sure there's others that could do much more. But really easy to use and really fun. If you have any questions, let us know. Comment, subscribe, like. Thank you.